All right, so we're back. We wanted to start off with a tier list for set three, and there's been a lot of new cards, a lot of new decks. I don't know exactly where everything's gonna shake out, especially with the ban list changing up a lot, especially for purple, and just a lot of meta strategies, losing a lot of consistency. The battlefield changes. We lost a lot of strong battlefields. So there's gonna be a lot of changes to some of these decks, and some are going to jump up just because purple isn't going to be as oppressive as it used to be. Some are going to go down because well, they are purple and they just lost quite literally everything. So it's going to be really cool to see what happens there, and then putting in the new set 3 decks where we think they're going to go, because a lot changes with the new format.
Yeah. So this is just speculation. Don't hop on us for whatever. This is like a tier list that we put together for last set. The video never got out, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is what we have here. We'll just make changes, then we'll add the new decks as they come in.
Yeah, so for old decks, I mean, let's start at the top and go to the bottom, I guess.
So yeah,
I think Draven definitely falls.
maybe. Oh, I don't
know about. I think he's
don't know.
Rogue. I think his Legend is still very good.
think his legend is good, but the issue that he has is I just think Annie is now better than him, just because he loses out on his champion, his only actually good champion. The other champion, the purple Draven, isn't horrible. The red Draven sucks. Purple Draven isn't horrible, but it's just it's a lot worse. It lost a lot of consistency, and you losing Reaver's Row and Fighter Flight are his two best tools. So he's definitely a lot weaker. His legend ability does carry him, and especially coming into this set, I feel like purple isn't the best color, which is crazy to say. I think purple falls off heavily. I think red is still pretty strong. It does give you some pretty strong options, but he's a lot weaker.
Yeah, but I do still think he has options, especially with set 3. Set 3 added a lot of decent removal on purple. Red's still doing red things. It still has its main power cards for removal and stuff. So maybe we could find out that he's more removal based to try to win those combats. I don't know. Draven looks but I think Draven's just like all the other red purple leaders. I think he's in a spot where he can do something, and with one of the strongest legend effects out of all the red purple leaders, while I don't think he's going to be as heavily dominant as he was, I think he's still going to be very strong.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Aurelia. I think Aurelia is still going to be one of the best decks. She's just broken legend ability. There's a new Baron build going on that's really cool. She's just strong. You just give a strong deck. You didn't really hurt it on the ban list, and then you just gave it a bunch of new tools to play around with. It's still going to be one of the strongest decks.
Yeah. On the other hand, I do think Ezreal definitely falls. Without Cold Shot, his best combo is gone.
I don't see. I don't see him being above locals. Maybe Rogue. You can maybe argue Rogue. His best. The issue is he falls under the same category as Annie and Jinx, where it's I could play them or I could play Diana, and it's what are is the.
I mean, I don't really think that is the thing that makes him so much weaker. Obviously, you could play Diana, but that doesn't weaken him himself.
I do agree. But
what makes him terrible is his legend effect. His legend effect is not good.
Yeah, I was about to get to that, but it's why would I play Ezreal if I could just play Diana? In my opinion, Ezreal's champion is 100% stronger, but they didn't really print enough repeats or enough accelerates to really make him good. Maybe we could put him in Rogue. But
maybe
I don't know. You could just play Diana, and I feel Diana is just gonna be better. You're getting more advantage off your legend ability, and the 6 spell is Diana's 6 spell is broken.
Yeah. At least for Ezreal, I think his champion, it was really good this set because of Cold Shot, and without Cold Shot, his champion definitely loses a lot of his power. It's what else was his champion really targeting, in his builds? What else?
His whole thing is just he cycled through his deck, and then he would just always had answers, but you just can't do that anymore. So it depends on what people cooks up, but I feel if you move to a more mid-rangey control version, Diana's just better. The one rune is just, it makes your stuff just better.
Yeah.
Anyways,
continuing on Kai'Sa.
I think Kai'Sa stays where she's at.
Yeah, she's still really good.
Yeah.
Always going to be pretty good. Still one of the, I think, still the best red blue leader. for sure.
100%. Misfortune. Aurora is broken.
Aurora is really good, and she's still, in my opinion, one of the better Aurora leaders.
Yeah.
One of the best. Let me not say one of the better. One of the best
One of the
Aurora
best.
leaders.
Yeah.
Because her Sig spell is great for Aurora. Her champ is actually good for Aurora, unlike the other champs. Like, other Aurora champs actually do nothing for the deck. Her champ actually does something for the deck. Like, even like, we'll get into it, the new Yi, which is a great Aurora just because of colors. But his champ has nothing to do with the deck. I mean, like, it's like,
Yeah.
sure, XP, I'm going to get +1 eventually. That's pretty good. More his legend than his champ, but his champ is what facilitates it mainly. But besides that, he really doesn't do much for the deck. On the other hand, Aurora, like Misfortune, her champion is amazing for the deck. I do think Yi, his legend effect is really good for the deck, and technically his champ is good for the deck because it facilitates it. But I don't even know. Like, do you even need to get to 11 for him to work? I don't even think so.
Oh, anyway, Severe. Man, she's pretty bad. I mean, she was the main thing that was carrying her was. I mean, you could play Aurora, and obviously she's strong with Aurora, but like, why play Aurora when you have Misfortune?
I mean, I just don't think that demeans her own. Just because you can play Aurora, I think she's better. Than that.
Yeah, maybe her Sig spell is okay. Her champions are okay. The main thing that she had going for her was her colors were really cool for Miracle and really strong with Miracle. But, I mean, Miracle just doesn't exist anymore, so she loses her bigger aspects.
Yeah, she does lose a lot from Miracle, but I also think, I mean, at least as an Aurora deck, I think she has some merit as an Aurora deck. I do think Misfortune's kind of better, but I think she has some merit as an Aurora deck with the ability to keep runes. Keep runes with gold. You can actually play your high cost, and like maybe it could be an Aurora deck that actually focuses on playing high cost a lot. Potentially, I don't know. But like it doesn't seem like the worst Aurora deck ever. It seems like actually a pretty good one. So that's why I think if you're a good Aurora deck and you're orange right now, I think you're in a great spot.
Next up is Victor. I mean, if Aurora becomes this good, if Raleigh becomes this good, then removal is just going to be awesome, and there's no better removal leader than this. Like, he's already... I mean, there's not much to speak on him. It's just decks only play 1-2 units. Victor kind of just cooks them. I mean, he got a couple new tools, nothing really crazy, but I mean, it's just removal.
You got Ruination, good stuff. That's like insane.
Oh yeah, Ruination is crazy, yeah. Removal good stuff is always just broken. Next up is Lucian. I think Lucian falls. In my opinion, the main reason to play him was like your Draven matchup was really good because you could just not force any combats at all. But with Draven being limited, and then with a lot of these other decks getting new cards to play around with, Lucian didn't really. I mean, Lucian got card draw, which obviously helps, but like it doesn't increase the power level of his deck. It's just the consistency of his deck, and like, is his power level enough for like Aurora? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he has a good matchup in. His Aurora matchup might probably be horrible. Maybe if his Aurora matchup isn't horrible, I think he has a chance. Like,
I don't see how he can get over an Elder Dragon because he doesn't play that many units, and Elder Dragon can just kill them all.
Yeah, that's a good point. If he's keeping everything at base, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, Elder Dragon is definitely going to be an issue for him. If he can find a way to beat Aurora, if he can find a way to keep his units into Aurora, he does have the might to actually challenge Aurora battlefields, which is great.
I mean, he doesn't even need to with Trinity Force, but then again, it's like, we'll see. I mean, I'm not too confident. Next up is Fiora. I think she's rogue. I don't think she's doing too hot.
I think she's worse than Lucian.
Yeah.
If we're gonna put it that way.
She just didn't. She didn't get anything. Like, that's just the biggest issue. Like, she wasn't even that strong of a deck in set 2, and now in set 3, when all these other decks just got a bigger card pool. I mean,
yeah, she got some small stuff, nothing major at all, and yeah, I think it's the same issues. It's like the same thing as Lucian. She's literally like a very similar deck to Lucian, where she had a decent Draven matchup. She had some actual like options to do like some fun stuff against Draven. Could do things into Aurelia. I think the format's definitely leaning more towards stuff like like Aurora, like really good engines. Like there's a couple of really good engines that are gonna just start popping out and doing crazy shit in set 3, and a lot more decks are gonna just be getting really high might as well, like going tall. There's a lot of going tall decks that are gonna start coming up. Hold decks got a lot stronger, and she just doesn't have that many options to deal with a lot of these things. She's like good mid range, but there's a lot more of just better mid range, honestly.
Next up is Rek'Sai. I think I want to keep Rek'Sai in tier 2. The best way to play Rek'Sai is just as a control deck. And then again, like yellow, I think yellow is the strongest. Like, this is pre-release stuff. I think yellow is the strongest color coming into set 3. Like, yellow got some absurd units and some like just absurd cards that literally just fixes the weakness to almost all these yellow decks. So I think Rek'Sai just being able to have that consistency to always have these new cards is just amazing. And I think her Sig spell is broken. And I think if we just continue to play her like a controlling removal thing, kind of like with Victor, it's just like that's the way to counter Aurora. Like that's the way to counter these decks that only play 1, 2 units, 3 units.
Yeah, next is Annie. Yeah, Annie moves up.
Annie moves up just because Draven. It's like the same with Draven, but it's like you also got new purple tools to play around with, like the new stun card.
Yeah, and she uses them very well. She uses them very well.
Not much to talk more about Annie. Everyone knows about Annie. Jinx, I think he's unplayable. I think he's unplayable. Yeah. Banning of Cold Shot hurts because obviously the best way to play her was Miracle, and the banning of Scrap Heap hurts because that was an amazing card in this deck. Like there's just no reason to play Jinx. It's like she just sucks.
Yeah, they took away everything for her. Jax
moves down.
Jax got a whole lot of nothing.
It's not even just that. It's also the rule change means so that you can't flick equipments onto people. Because before you can like tap them to equip an equipment to the same units. So like you could have a Brutalizer on an Aphelios, and then you could use his ability to re-equip the Brutalizer on the Aphelios to trigger Aphelios again. They made it so that doesn't happen, and so he's just a lot worse because that was like the strongest thing that you could do.
He lost that. As an Aurora deck, I don't think he has much. I mean, then again, as an Aurora deck, he does have some of the best colors for Aurora, but like I don't know if you really want to play equipments in Aurora deck.
No, you don't.
Not really. I mean, you want to play like obviously GA, but that's it. I don't know if that's enough.
It's not. Next up is Darius. This is a hot take, but I think Darius is tier 1, guys. The main reason of this is they literally fixed I'm talking about Hook Darius here. They fixed all of his weaknesses, literally all of them. He had a big card draw issue, not anymore. I mean, you have 2 amazing draw cards. They gave the most broken Hook units I think I've ever seen in my life, like Otacon, Rift Herald. Hello, what? So yeah,
those cards are insane for the deck.
I think he's very strong.
And they gave it that stupid Galio, which makes getting into those units just so
Galio, easy. And they gave Ash, which is like a Mind Splitter that you can hook into. Like they gave him a lot, and hooking into Bryn here is also broken. Like,
it's been good. Just playing Bryn here has been good, and he can still do it and win games with it. And he doesn't. I mean, the only deck I think he'll struggle into really is Aurora, but he has yellow, and yellow is like really good into Aurora. I think that's his main issue, probably just gonna be Aurora, but we'll see how Aurora shakes out against all these yellow decks.
Next up is Set. I think he'll probably stay rogue. He just has a very strong leader ability. I don't think we got too many buff support, but it's a really strong legend ability. His Sig spell is really good. His champion's really good. He's just good.
And as long as you print good green, yellow stuff, he can still use most of it. Orange, yellow stuff, sorry. He can still use most of it. Just use a small buff package, and he can still use most of the cards. I think he'll still be fine. Probably. Oh no, there's orange, yellow leader.
I mean, I think actually, if he's like if Lucian and Fiora down here, I think he's worse than Fiora.
Worse than Fiora?
Yeah.
Maybe. He doesn't lose his units in combats, which I feel like is pretty good into I feel like it's way better than both of those legend effects into Aurora. Like Aurora swings into a battlefield and you can at least save some units so you can swing back into their battlefields. That seems pretty good against the dragon. You're at least keeping some units. Once again, you get to keep a unit, an extra unit off of that. I honestly think his resistance to removal makes him a lot better than those two decks, because both those two decks have the issue of they play about as many units as him, less than him, and then they lose all their units and then they die. And that's
I agree. It's just Riposte is also like a broken.
Riposte is crazy, but I mean, I think his cards are also insane.
Next up is Azir. I want to put him at the top of Rogue.
Yeah, Azir has a lot.
He's in yellow. He's in yellow. Like if we see a trend, the yellow decks are.
But he can't really abuse the. Honestly, my thing with Azir is he got no support. Obviously, no like direct support. Can he even really use a lot of these yellow cards?
Yes. So like for instance, one of his biggest issues was card draw, which they fixed. So like the card draw thing isn't that bad. He did get card draw. He can get a lot of whatchamacallit.
I mean, his card draw wasn't that bad with the item that gave him draws on.
It was pretty bad, to be honest.
I mean, but like it was like I think it was average, but yeah. But like, he used a lot of cards. He did use a lot of cards.
But like you could just play like a bigger removal package, kind of like what people have been doing. Like you could just fill the deck with removal, because you could go like Ruination, and then next turn go like Sig Spell, and then like what does your opponent do? Like that's broken.
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah, especially with Ruination, he can definitely play around that card.
Next up is Master Yi. Okay. This is where I deviate from a lot of other people. Aurora is like the best thing set to, like ever, and I think green orange is the best Aurora colors, just because of Vile Maul and counter spells and the protection that it gives you. Like you sit there, you play Vile Maul, and then the game is completely uninteractive unless your opponent has like a hidden blade for the Vile Maul. But oh wait, I'm in green, I could just counterspell it.
Yeah, and even regular orange has counterspells now, so it's like and you have like, but at least the other thing you get in green is things that say, oh yeah, when my unit dies, it doesn't die.
Oh yeah, it doesn't die.
6 of those.
You also his new Sig spell in combination with Elder Dragon is just a board wipe. It's broken. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's just 6 damage. 6 kills, which is a board wipe basically. Is this the best Yi to play? Maybe.
I think it is, just because you're not getting banned. Like you're just not getting levels. Like let's be honest. At least this one, like I can just play down my Vile Maul and say, hey, like get over 10 might with 1 unit just to deal damage.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, probably the better Yi to play, honestly. I mean, big units, he's pretty good. As long as Yi's good, I think he's gonna. As long as like a control Yi or like Aurora Yi is good, I think he can definitely stand on his own 2 legs. And I think he has like last time Yi was good, like last time Aurora was good, Misfortune was way better than Yi because of her 6 spell. And because there was no way to move the units and there was no consistency and all that, and now I think that's so wrong, because Yi has a lot of stuff to do. It has a lot more consistency. The cards are just better. You have more protection, even more protection for your units. So it feels like Aurora Yi in the past, but it actually has some like merits to it being above Misfortune. I still think Misfortune is very good. Just because her 6 spell is always going to be one of the best 6 spells to ever put in an Aurora deck. Like, oh yeah, you know the one way to beat me? You can just not do that anymore. But
the thing is
now they have that in Yi as well.
Yeah, they literally have that in Yi. I mean, yeah, it's 2 mana more expensive, but like boohoo. I mean,
also you don't have to pay 8 runes.
It's also just like you have to consider what's better, Mind Splitter or Vile Maul, and I feel like Vile Maul is better just because you have access to counter spells. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, we could compare Mind Splitter to Vile Maul, but there's also freaking Baron. There's a lot of stuff that Misfortune has from purple too. Obviously, Mind Splitter is probably one of the stronger ones. Like, I think she mainly has Mind Splitter and Baron, But in green, you have like
Valmaw.
first of all, you have Vialmaw, obviously. That's like the main one. I think that's the only one that we really need to stuff, but it's a really good one.
But then again, it's one that literally says, hey, this game is completely uninteractive. Like, there is no counterplay unless you draw the out, which I can play 15 counterspells in my deck. It's not, your counterplay is not resolving. It's not hitting the board.
And Elder Dragon, just the fact that these decks have, like, maybe it would be more of a debate if Elder Dragon wasn't a card, but Elder Dragon is a card, and it just makes every single Aurora deck have the ability. Literally, every single Aurora deck has the ability to do what Misfortune was doing in set 1.
Yeah,
remember how terrible that was? Yeah, every single deck can do it now.
It's crazy.
Every single orange deck has a card that says deal 1 damage to literally every unit at a battlefield. Oh wait.
It's 1 unit, but it's 1 unit at a location. But who cares? It's like, hey, for free, I get a 10 might body that forces you to.
I'm saying the spell. It's like Misfortune 6 spell.
Oh, you're talking about Yi-Sig?
No, not Yi-Sig. We have the other spells that do like 2 damage or 1 damage to all units at a battlefield. You used to use it with Warwick, remember?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, now you can use that with Elder Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Cannon Barrage and stuff. You can. Every single Aurora deck has access to that now. By the way, in my opinion, that just helps every single Aurora deck just be stupid good.
Yeah.
They have everything now.
Elder Dragon is something else. I don't know what they're thinking when they made that card. Next up is Ari.
I think she stays in Rogue, maybe just under his year.
Maybe
under his year.
Then again, Valmaw is like one of the best cards in this game, and Ari is a really good deck to abuse Valmaw. So they gave her some really good hold tools, mainly Valmaw, and just like the presence of Valmaw makes like all these hold decks, all these green decks just
so much stronger.
Like, that card is absurd. I don't know. That card's crazy.
Okay, and then we're back into the locals tier. So some people are gonna move up.
I think he stays. He didn't get anything.
Yeah, he didn't get anything.
Teemo moves down. Teemo definitely moves down.
Yeah, Teemo's
not great. Hidden just sucks, especially with the banning of Fight or Flight. Like,
all right, you guys know my goat Leona. Maybe Rogue.
No, I think she's a lot stronger. She's definitely.
I think the Aurora matchup is horrible.
I mean, yeah, it is. But if Aurora wasn't broken, this deck would be really strong.
I hope you know, guys. Okay, now when we talk up to set 3, okay, in this little break between set 3, okay, you guys don't know. Leona actually cakewalks like most of the decks right now, bro. Y'all don't know though. Leona actually cakewalks him.
Yeah, they like the stun support in green because of Vex is absurd. Like, you got some absurd cards for Leona. Like the Vex champion is broken. Oh my god, that Vex champion is insane. And then like you have the new unit that comes in ready if you have some stun. Like the new stun card, stun just got a lot better. Just a lot higher quality cards, and that's what I think she was mainly missing. Just a lot of high quality cards to keep up with the rest of the meta. You there? And he's dead.
Hello? Oh, I accidentally muted myself.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so next up is Lee Sin.
Whoa, he can play Aurora, and he can put buffs on all the Aurora units, and he has all these colors, and he can do what every other Aurora deck is doing. I'm just saying, okay, if you can play Aurora, you're
I guess so.
If you're in an Aurora deck, you're not unplayable. There's no way to be unplayable in orange-green Aurora, bro.
I guess so. I mean, if Jax is here, he's here. Like,
well, no, he's better than Jax, though. He can put a buff on all the units. His Sig spell is a little better. Does his Sig spell? Yeah, his Sig spell's a little better.
No, Jax is definitely better.
I mean, yeah, if you consider that you could just throw Aurora in both these decks, don't you just put them up to Rogue just for that?
I guess so. Next up is Lux. I mean, Lux isn't horrible. This color combo is
better.
She's better. Nah, she's not great.
Yeah, I mean, she still has like amazing removal and control. On God, I just need this deck to find a way to win, bro. Like,
yeah, it's just well the issue is that I have with like this leader is just you're not getting that much advantage off your leader effect, especially like you have to compete with frickin' Victor
I
and
mean, yeah, honestly,
LeBlanc. Like,
I mean, I agree, but I once again, I don't really like. In terms of her own strength, I think her main issue, like not comparing her to other leaders at least, is like you can play all the control cards and get a ton of advantage and draw a bunch of cards and do all this, and then when you ask a Lux player how they win the game, they're just like, oh, we figure it out, bro.
yeah,
We ball, bro.
we'll get it one day. We'll get there one day. All right, and then we have Ornn. Yeah, this deck sucks.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I mean, it just didn't get anything, and then like it's just too slow. Like you're just a worse Aurora deck.
Yeah, 100%.
Next up is Volley. I think Volley's actually like they gave a lot of good dragon cards, a lot of cool dragon cards.
They did give Dragon Volley, bro. Bring it back. This used to be a cool idea. Now we actually have some cards to play it, bro. You Dragon players need to step up, okay? Bring Dragon Volley, okay? Bring me Dragon Volley.
Yes. Okay. So this is like all the current legends.
Yeah, this is all the current deck before, like, right with the set 3 coming in.
Well, yeah. Like these decks, this would not be this high. This would not be this high. Anyways, we have Jin. Where are we putting Jin?
I think Jin, he's okay. Rogue, maybe?
He's cool. It's just, I don't know.
He's not dealing with Aurora, though.
Oh, yeah, he's not.
Dealing with Aurora.
The issue is with, like, Aurora, and I feel like people don't understand this. Just removing Aurora isn't enough anymore, because you get one Aurora unit, and it's a big enough threat that, like, what do you do? Like... You can hard play these Aurora units now, and it's just like such a big threat that like. Anyways, I digress. It's the whole other thing. The issue with Jin is like you're triggering your legend ability once in a whole game, maybe twice.
Yeah.
It's just like.
And at that point, why not play like
Kai'Sa?
Yeah, Kai'Sa's
I mean,
just still good.
His champs and his 6-spell is really broken, but same thing with Kai'Sa. It's just like they're competing to do the same thing, but like Kai'Sa's just better. Unfortunately.
You're always gonna be. Yeah, sad save for Jin.
Next up is Rengar. I think Rengar is gonna be really strong, just because
I think Rengar's...
I
agree. I think Rengar's pretty good.
Just because of like the Rengar's the Brent here 6-spell combo and like here to help and like all that jazz. It's ridiculous. Just being able to lock your opponent out of playing for a turn is.
Yeah. 100% really good. I think the literal only issue with him, I'm gonna keep saying that. Look, quite literally, half the decks we're gonna have to consider this. Like, what do they do into Aurora, guys?
Look, he plays it. Okay, look, hear me out. I mean, look, I do agree with you. What does he do against Aurora? What does Kai'Sa do against Aurora? Wait.
Yeah. Kai'Sa.
I didn't think about that. I mean, what does Kai'Sa do against Aurora? Yeah, maybe,
Kai'Sa, yeah.
Maybe Kai'Sa moves down. Maybe all these...
Maybe tier 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Aurora, I hope you know, Aurora, even if you don't think Aurora is a really strong deck, you have to admit that Aurora is going to shape the format in some way.
What does Aurelia do? What does Aurelia do? I think everything just moves down. I think everything moves down. What do they do against Aurora? Wait. But hear me out. Aurora Rengar. Hold on. You're asleep. Look, bro. When I 6-spell my Elder Dragon, you're not gonna be very happy with me.
No, that is a point.
But it's just not consistent. I mean, Aurora might be the way with him. Low key.
You can just throw Aurora in orange, bro. Oh my god.
Wait,
Aurora, I hate you, Aurora. I hate you. No. Stop. Let's stop pushing Aurora. Hey, if we're putting Rengar out there, I think Volley's worse.
Volley's definitely worse.
Is he? Is he?
He's definitely worse.
As an Aurora deck, though?
He's definitely worse.
Yo, what does this guy have to do with... What does Rengar do for us with Aurora? Oh, well, his 6-spell.
I mean, his 6-spell is also
Volley's
really good.
Volley's 6-spell.
Okay, but which one's better? I mean, they're both really good. We'll put them here. We'll put them both here. Oh my god, I just realized that. Aurora's broken. I've seen enough nerf Garen buff Aurora. Wait a minute, Garen can run Aurora. Hold on, y'all. Next up is Pike. Yeah, this guy sucks.
Yo,
They were
I mean-
like, let's print like the coolest legend you've ever heard, and then let's give him hidden cards because why?
Yeah, no, Teemo didn't need support. Let's just make Pike and not do this for Teemo. Like,
Yeah, they could have taken
100%.
all of Pike cards, put them into Teemo, and then Teemo would be very happy. But
they decided to make another hidden leader. Nobody asked for this.
like it would be
I
such
guess
a
so.
cool like mid-rangey thing, but nah, hidden. Hear me out, guys.
Next is Vi. I think Vi was poised to be so strong, and then Aurora came out, and like,
dealing three extra isn't like people
well,
say
Aurora
it's like,
unit.
I mean, just in general, like dealing 3 excess damage, especially in like such good removal colors, isn't the hardest thing in the world, and you get like a lot of positives for doing it. Like her legend is strong. It's just like, what is she doing? I mean, she is in yellow. She is in yellow, to be fair. But like, what does she do to Aurora? It's like,
Her legend does nothing into Aurora. Like her whole deck does nothing into Aurora.
You-
Her whole deck. You have yellow, and that's great. That's good enough.
but it's
But
like, it's like, is it good
look
enough
at the
as like?
other yellow champions.
Is
we
it
have
like
ahead
is
of
it
her.
good enough as like hooking into an Otacon and then swinging with that? Like, is it
Yeah.
is it as good as
or freaking Azir with Ruination. Leona could also play Ruination.
Rek'Sai
if
could
you
also
wanted
play.
to.
No, I mean the cool thing is all these yellow decks could play Ruination because of they have access to like Matreons and like the new Legion Rearguard, I think that's his name, that you can just play him from your trash. But like then again, it's like out of these 3 legends, I just think Darius is the best because he takes more advantage of Hook, which is just free cards, and free cards are broken. When I don't have to pay for my Otacon or my Rift Heralds, hey man.
Yeah. Darius, I think Darius, Rek'Sai, and Azir easily the best yellow decks because they can actually use the removal that is going to get rid of Aurora.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, well LeBlanc is next, but on the list so far. On the list so far.
Next up
Next
is
up-
this
guys.
this deck's trash. Okay, they printed this deck. They printed this deck and they're like, oh yeah, let's make sprites. And then they printed Vex. And then what do you do?
Yo, I don't. Yo, like they low key were like, we're gonna make this aggro sprite deck. It's gonna go sprite, move this, move that. You're not gonna have many units, but you're gonna win fast, and you're gonna tell your opponent, fuck you. You're gonna play the cancel spell that literally stops their turn. They can't affect you anymore, and you win the game. Oh my god! And then they printed Vex. So if you ever go into Vex, it's the instant loss. Also, they printed this silly deck called Aurora, and yeah, what are you doing to that? I do not think the deck is unplayable. Okay, I think it's better than Pike.
Pike should be down here.
I think it's better than Pike. It's better than Pike. I think it's better than. Come on, it's better than Lux. It's better than Lux. Okay, come on. We're giving this deck all. Let's cut the deck some slack.
Lux has answers to Aurora. She doesn't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Lilia can do stuff into any deck that isn't Aurora or Vex. Anything else, and she's cooked. But guess what? Those are some of the best decks in the format right now.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Yi. I think Yi as
Let's stop putting him in these low tiers, bro. Can we put him in the best deck, bro? He's one of the better Aurora decks.
Obviously, but I'm saying not Aurora. We'll
Oh yeah,
this one
not
as
Aurora Yi. Not Aurora Yi is like a rogue.
I mean, he's cool. The issue with him though is just like then again, what does he do against Aurora? I mean, the same problems.
Yeah, he does nothing.
The same problems coming
But
up,
he
guys.
cooks things that are, he cooks things that aren't Aurora, I guess. Like
And then he's slow. Like XP's.
no, he's a lot faster now. He's a lot faster now.
I mean, yeah, but it's still like he's still.
And green decks do always have the benefit of playing an I win the game card, like except against Aurora.
Oh yeah.
As long as we forget about the most important person in the game, Aurora. Okay.
Yeah.
All except for Satu Gojo, of course. Yeah, that's Aurora now.
Next up is Vex. I still
Vex is pretty good.
I still think Vex is tier 2, unironically. The reason why is just because her holds are really strong, and Aurora can actually struggle to break her holds, which is crazy. I know, that's insane.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing is, first of all, Aurora has Aurora has like a couple issues against it. Breaking her holds is really hard. Now, every single Aurora deck does have this crazy cool benefit where they can wipe her whole board, but we're just gonna ignore that.
But then again, she is like not so fast. She has counter spells. Like she can
No, she
survive
can't
it.
counterspell. She can't counterspell the. You can't not so fast the board wipes.
Yes, you can.
They don't target.
You mean like board wipes like what?
Like, like Misfortunes or the one that does one to all units.
You ever heard of the card called Defy? I know, crazy statement. Crazy statement.
I agree. I agree Defy, but she only has Defy at the moment. That's counterspell. She has Defy. Not so fast isn't real. Not so fast is kind of real. Windwall? Are we playing Windwall in the main?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. You're asleep.
If Aurora,
no, you're not. No, you're not.
Maybe the only new counterspell that I feel like has any merit is the 4-cost 2 that can maybe make 4 birds. If you really want to call that fun, but I don't know. I don't really think so.
Yeah, I just think even she is a decent Aurora matchup. It's not like the other decks.
Horrible.
Like these two.
Yeah, it's not
like,
horrible.
These guys have like either play Aurora or have this is an okay Aurora matchup, or are just like that much better than other decks. And I think these two, like this color combination is really strong, and her holds are broken, and then her legend ability is sneakily strong. Like free card draw is always going to be very strong, and especially like against the Aurora decks where like they have to sit there and give you a couple turns to set up your battlefield, they're realistically not getting in there.
Yeah, as someone who played Leona Hold for a while, or like Leona kind of Hold, where you play your units at the battlefield, where you hold it and you draw a card, I quite literally, like, that battlefield, even against Aurora, like, that battlefield was one of the only battlefields I ever beat Aurora on, and that's on freaking a mid-ass deck like Leona, bro. This deck is a lot better, and it can do a lot of silly shit. Silly shit.
Next up is Ivern. I think he's top heroic. So the thing is, maybe they'll change this, but how it sounds like is if you, let's just say, conquer a battlefield and then you turn it into a brush, and then you hold the battlefield again, you can turn the brush into a brush, and then it completely eliminates the first battlefield. Like it just goes out of the game. That could change. It is really funny to do against your opponent's battlefields. And I don't know how much that will impact it, but it's a cool deck.
It's a cool deck. Also, it does have some play into Aurora, so we got to consider that. It is green-yellow. Green-yellow is good for countering Aurora. So some play into Aurora. That's the first thing you got to consider. Can it touch Aurora in some way? It can hurt Aurora in some way. Does it have a counterplay to Aurora? Its holds are actually pretty decent in strength. Because everything gets +1. It has a way to outspeed it with its Ivern unit. If you play combo Ivern, you can just get +2 to freaking everything. +1 everything. You get 2 points a turn. Aurora needs to go fast now. And Aurora doesn't really have much removal, or besides, obviously, the best removal card in the game, to actually counter it. But as long as you, okay, they play the Elder Dragon, now I play my 2 points a turn silly guy. They have to counter that, and, that's a lot harder. So he has a chance there. So he has something to actually speed up the game. He has good hold pressure. He has actual counters to Aurora in some stuns. His 9-drop is that cost cheaper is pretty good for countering Aurora. I think he's in a decent spot for beating Aurora, honestly. At least dealing with Aurora. In terms of other decks, that's more of a testing thing. His combo, once again, I think his combo version, or combo version, not really, 2-point version, where you just play good stuff and then you also try to get the 2 points at some point. I think it has some merits into beating Aurora, into beating a lot of other stuff. I think he's okay. I really don't think he's bottom of Rogue. I think he's better than Jin, for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Because he can beat Aurora.
Yeah, these guys have Aurora. I don't know how to really adjust this.
Yeah, well, we don't have to adjust it there, but I do think he's at least in Rogue. I think he's in Rogue.
Next up is Diana. And I just think Diana is just a good leader effect. What's her? She has some counterplay to Aurora. It's not like Jover.
Not amazing. But
whenever you see
not
Aurora.
Not Jover, but it is bad. But obviously, blue purple.
But she's. Blue purple is a very high skill ceiling color, if you will, where it's it really rewards good deck building and knowledge in your deck. And you just have a lot of answers to everything. That's why Ezreal was really strong, but only for a couple players. I swear to God, I saw, the world champion win with this, and then everybody hopped on it, and I never lost that deck because nobody knew what they was doing. And I think Diana is just a better version of him. It's just we'll see what people cook up with her. I think she's a really, really, really cool deck with a really, really, really cool Sig spell, and strong color combination. I think she has really good options into everything that's not Aurora, and she has decent options into Aurora.
Yeah, if she can find a way to consistently get into Aurora, at least do something in Aurora and not insta lose, I think she has a chance. LeBlanc, one of the best counters to Aurora.
Dude, I'm like, oh, I swear there's a hook deck, and then they printed the gear that's like, whenever one of your units die in your beginning phase, your opponents might kill one of those. What? Huh? What?
Yeah.
Call the weak every turn? Call the weak every turn?
Amazing. Yeah, amazing into Aurora, amazing into literally everything. And you can just play control, mid-range, good stuff, fun stuff. Yeah, cool.
And then have we read Otacon? Have we read that card?
Yeah. Otacon's pretty great in the deck because you make reflection tokens. They still have a card. They still keep. They are literally the same card as the other card, so you can kill the reflection tokens, and they're giving you the same benefits. Great with Otacon. And then quite literally, what you do, Aurora plays their little Elder Dragon, their big dragon guy. He's really annoying. And if you have a single reflection that makes it to your beginning phase, after they do that, you can just kill it. And you can do that for the rest of the game. It's really crazy.
Yeah.
As long as she's able to remove, consistently get reflections, she can keep killing Aurora units. As long as she can keep killing Aurora units, I mean, Aurora, what do we do?
And it's not even that. She can dead ass set up holds big enough for Aurora. Like, I've seen people put like 30 might on a battlefield with this, 40 might on a battlefield with her. Like, she's insane. It's just like free value, bro. Hey, I mean, just get a copy any unit that's really broken. She has really strong champions, and she has really strong sig spell, really strong sig spell, really strong leader ability. I mean, you can't really ask much for more. She's in a really strong color combo. I think yellow blue is a very strong color combo right now. You have a lot of card draw. You have yellow to deal with a lot of units with the crazy, and then she just takes advantage of a lot of the best, like Otacon. Oh my god, they gave that unit ganking. Why did you give that unit ganking? You conquer with it, you force your opponent to kill someone. It by itself is basically a free battlefield. You conquer, she readies it, she ganks it over, she takes the other battlefield. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, she's insane, and one of the best Aurora matchups ever.
Yeah.
Quite literally, I think her and Darius and Victor might be the only things that keep Aurora from being like the best deck in the format. Hopefully.
And Rek'Sai. Maybe. And Rek'Sai. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might put Rek'Sai up here just because they have.
And maybe like and Azir too with because you just put me on with that Ruination combo. But like those decks, you guys, I need all of you yellow players to come out of the woodwork and start putting belt to ass on Aurora, okay? I need you to start like absolutely destroying that deck. If I see Aurora at my high level tournaments, I'm slapping all of you, bro. You guys should make this deck look terrible by now, okay? You guys gotta make this deck look terrible. Rek'Sai, not Rek'Sai.
Kha'Zix.
Yo, they printed.
He's so cool.
They printed this man and they printed Aurora. What were they thinking? Like,
no, see, I mean, I think he's better than Draven. I think he's here. I think he's here. He's strong.
Yeah, I think he's strong.
His non.
Yo, I hope you know. Look at our. I just wanna take a note here. Look at our whole rogue row. Okay. Everything that is under tier 2 is decks that have nothing to do with beating Aurora.
Wait a minute. Lucian can play Aurora. Hold on, guys. I look, you forgot. Wait, hold on. These three can run Aurora. Hold on. Garrett can run Aurora. Hold on.
And Kha'Zix. But like, I do think like if you're not Misfortune, I will say this: if you're not Misfortune, Yi, Volley, Rengar, what is your reason for playing Aurora?
Yeah.
That's my question. Like, I understand you can play Aurora in these decks if you want to be a best of player. Sure, the best way to do this is to play Aurora. That's your most consistent win condition. But these are the decks, like those top 4 red-orange decks, they make the most sense to play Aurora, and you should be playing Aurora in these decks at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, back to Kha'Zix. Aurora, these decks are a little weird. I think Kha'Zix, if Aurora wasn't a thing, would be like a tier 1 best deck. Like his sig spells ungodly strong. Like he's really cool. His color combination is really strong. You have a lot of options with it. He seems really fun. It's just nothing into Aurora. And like like we said, if you don't have counterplay to Aurora, I mean, wrap up the game, bro. Like the game's over.
And then another deck that can play
Puppy S tier,
Aurora.
Puppy S tier. Nah, I'm just trolling. Puppy's pretty bad. Her issue is she was to hold in a not hold colors. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know why you printed a whole deck in those colors, but I mean you can, I guess. Like,
her 6 spell is pretty funny. It seems very annoying for your opponent. I mean, she has pretty good Aurora counterplay. Hold on.
she does have pretty good Aurora counterplay, but it's like her legend effect. Like I guess you can try to hold maybe. I think Poppy we need to see. She's definitely the biggest question mark, I'd say, because. Yeah. Let's just look at the facts. She has good counterplay to Aurora. Some of the best counterplay to Aurora, besides like LeBlanc, honestly. Like, I mean, what's really comparative, bro? LeBlanc, Darius maybe, but she can play most of the really good cards that Darius can. She seems okay into Aurora. She can do the Darius combos with Hook if she wanted to. I don't know if she has the best hook. I mean, she has yellow, so she has some of the better hook units. You can do some of the hook stuff with her hold stuff.
To me, Hook just doesn't make sense to play in any other deck aside from LeBlanc and Darius. I mean, that's just me, though.
Well, like, obviously, Hook is just a good engine. But then again, I wouldn't play Hook in a whole deck. I mean, if you wanted to, she definitely has some merit there.
But I feel like if you were to play Hook in anything that's not Darius LeBlanc, it would just be Fiora. Like,
what? Yo, have we seen Fiora Hook? Fiora Hook is quite literally just beat Dravenbait. That was all it was. That was all it was.
I mean,
that makes no sense to play Hook with. That makes no sense to play Hook with, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. It's just I see Hook, and then I just see Hook, and it just seems like a strictly Darius and LeBlanc thing. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Rek'Sai could also use it to some effect. Rek'Sai could also use it to some effect.
But why would you? Like,
I mean, yeah. Once again, if you want to say no Hook, even then, she has good options into Aurora. Honestly, orange yellow hold isn't horrible. I don't think it's the worst thing ever. It's not great, but she has some cards to actually make it work. She got some new stun cards that are okay. Her 6 spell's pretty good. Her champs aren't like the worst thing I've ever read in my life. For holding, I don't think they're bad at all. So maybe we find a world where she actually is pretty good and she could do something into Aurora decks. It would just be how well she does it with the rest of the meta, because hold is just never good, except your Vex, and you have like so much counter to it and everything. And no green makes hold way harder, obviously.
Yeah. So, bottom line is, this is pretty much the end of the tier list. A lot of stuff is in Rogue. I mean, a lot of these decks just get cucked by Aurora. Like, if Aurora was a deck, this tier list would look so different. It would be amazing. But like, the format is still really diverse. I mean, it obviously depends on how dominant Aurora will be.
Hey, yellow players, you guys are keeping us in line right now, okay? I need you to go to your locals.
I think they gave yellow like so much. I don't know who's in the studio with that one, but they were like, let's just solve all of Yellow's problems.
We need it for Aurora, bro. If we didn't put an Elder Dragon, I'd completely agree with you. But I need my yellow players to deal with the Aurora, bro. Please, okay? Yellow players, I'll forgive you for all the sins your cards have. You guys have a lot of shit. You guys have a lot of crazy shit on your cards. A lot of silly shit on your cards.
Otacon. I don't know who designed that card. I don't know. I will say it to the end of the earth. Otacon is like the most broken unit I think I've read. It's like,
it's insane. Okay, you guys can be forgiven for that if you guys deal with Aurora, because Aurora is actually, okay, if there's any card that's been printed that was like not supposed to be printed, it's freaking Aurora, dog. Holy.
Yeah, that card. They literally said it. I don't know why they didn't ban it. They gave their reasons, and then it filled like 60% of those reasons.
Almost all of them. You could argue all of them fit Aurora, but 2 of them definitely fit Aurora. Okay.
Yeah, 2 of them. It promotes unfun gameplay. I mean, yeah, sitting there and watch like, they're like, oh, guys, it's banned Miracle because it takes so long. Okay, let's look at Aurora. Either A, the games take so long because you have to ramp and you play in the late game, or it takes so long because the Aurora deck doesn't see Aurora, and then it immediately becomes the hardest deck in the game, and sit there for 5 minutes and think about every decision for 10 minutes per turn. 5-10 minutes of time.
Yeah, I don't know about now when we have Elder Dragon.
Oh, yeah,
Elder Dragon does crack this deck up, but we'll find out. Maybe Aurora isn't, the greatest thing ever. When you lie to yourself and you tell yourself that everything, you pretend the whole world's cupcakes and rainbows, and it's not the best thing in the game.
And then the arguments against Aurora pissed me off. Like, we've been since day one, since set one, since I read Aurora. I'm like, this is the best card in the game. What were they thinking with this card? Nobody believed in it in set 1, and then it started topping. Nobody believed in it in set 2, and then it started topping. Everybody believes in it in set 3 because they put broken cards for it. But it's just like, the arguments against it suck. It's not very consistent. Well, if somebody topped with it out of like 11 rounds, clearly it's not just a high roll deck, and there's some skill involved. Oh my god.
Yeah, and Aurora has everything now, guys, okay? I'm telling you, Aurora is the boogeyman. Stop it before it gets too strong, okay? I'm begging you. This is me from the future, okay? I'm telling you, okay?
This ban, I don't know why it wasn't banned. I don't know why we don't future-proof the game. I don't know why we didn't future-proof the game.
Aurora ban saves this format, bro. Aurora ban, ooh.
Oh my god, Aurora gets banned in this format would be so good. I mean, this format I already think is very good aside from Aurora. Very, very diverse. Like, even in the Rogue, I think a lot of, like, anything that's, like, above locals, I would say is, like, extremely viable. I mean, not these guys if Aurora gets banned, but,
yeah.
Like this and, like, all these, and I mean, maybe not Volibear, but, I mean, Aurora is just so
there's,
stupid.
like, decks can actually, decks, but Aurora now, come on, guys, okay? Aurora, you guys save us from that card. Anyway, let us know what you think. Let us know if you think Aurora is a bad card, so we can, like, just ban you from the comment section really quick,
We can have a petition. We can have a petition, ban Aurora.
Yeah, petition ban Aurora. Come on, guys. Come on. And yeah, we'll see you when you see it.
Yeah. Toodles.